Chris Johnson from the Niagara Falls Hypnosis Center, certified instructor of hypnosis and certified trainer of neuro-linguistic programming through the National Federation of NLP. Welcome to this next episode of Hypnosis and Two Cute Dogs. Before I introduce this episode's topic, I'm going to cut to a quick clip of one of my dogs, Sophie, and it'll make a lot of sense after I explain this. So we're going to go to the clip now. So after seeing that clip, have you ever found yourself struggling with food addictions and how difficult it is to make change in terms of if you've been struggling with your weight all your life? It can be very frustrating. It can be frustrating if you've done the yo-yo dieting, up and down, up and down, up and down. Well, what's going on is basically it's a subconscious, conscious mind conflict. The subconscious part of your mind, just to review, has all of your long-term habits, your long-term memories, and your long-term emotions in there. And your conscious mind is your analytical part of your mind. For instance, if I was to ask you to say the alphabet right now, you could rattle off the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, right through the alphabet without any problem, I guarantee you. That's something that was established in your subconscious mind, something you've been doing for a long, long time through a series of repetitions, so now it's just part of you. It's automatic behavior. It's just like shaking your hand. Or shaking somebody's hand when they go to shake your hand if you're meeting somebody for the first time. You barely even think about it. Driving is another automatic behavior for a lot of people. If you're driving someplace you've been to a million times and you just kind of go on autopilot and you don't even remember half of what you passed when you're driving, that's subconscious behavior. Things you just do without even thinking about it. Your conscious mind is a part of your mind where there's like this internal not internal conflict. Your conscious mind is your analytical part of your mind, the part of your mind where you do rational reasoning, when you think about things, that sort of thing. So what happens is when somebody decides that they want to become a person who has healthier eating habits, those eating habits are just part of you ever since you've been typically childhood. Your children tell you to clean off your plate. They're starving children in China, and they're conditioning you to eat past the point of feeling full. If you've ever ate because of your emotions. And typically what happens is these things, these habits, are reinforced through a great period of time through emotions and behavior and just conditioning from doing things over and over again. So it's part of you. It'd be like trying to teach yourself how to walk backwards all the time. Then your conscious mind is a part of your mind that says, hey, I want to change my eating habits. And your subconscious mind overrides it. No. What's been going on is we've been having these eating habits for a long period of time. This is what we know to be true. Now, so you've got this part of you that has these long-term habits and the part of you that wants these new habits. And it should be easy, a lot of people think, to use willpower in order to override those old habits. Well, what happens is that there's another part of your mind called the critical factor. And the critical factor basically is a part of your mind that keeps you safe. It's a part of your mind where if I was to ask you right now to climb up on top of whatever building you're sitting in, or whatever building is closest to if you're watching this outside, and climb up on top of that building and jump off, and I guarantee you'd fly like Superman. Well, you know without a shadow of a doubt that that's silly, that's ridiculous, it would never work. So that critical factor keeps you safe. And the critical factor is formed through a great series of lessons you learned in your life. A little kid sticks their finger in a light socket, they get zapped. They typically only need to do that one time to know not to ever do that again. We learn lessons from our parents, and our parents are in high esteem to us, especially when we're a little kid. Doctors, we learn things in school. I bet most of the people watching this video have never been actually in space themselves, and yet you know that the Earth is round. You've seen pictures. Well, pictures can be photoshopped. Video can be faked. If I was to try to tell you that the Earth is flat, you would not believe me. So that critical factor is basically there to keep you safe, keep you from learning false information, basically keep you doing things correctly in your life. And this critical factor is not fully formed until a child is 5 years old to puberty, depending on which expert you talk to. That's why you can walk up to a 3-year-old child and say, Johnny, I saw a dinosaur today, and they really believe it. So what happens is this critical factor, through a series of repetitions of learning life lessons and keeping you safe and things you learn from teachers and so forth, is there to keep the lessons you've learned true and in place for you, to keep you from learning false information. So all that's in place. And so it's basically kind of like the guard dog, so to speak, to your subconscious mind. And your long-term eating habits are in your subconscious mind. So therefore, when your conscious mind, that logical, rational parts of you says, it's time to change my eating habits. It's time to, get up and exercise, put down the soda pop, whatever the case is. That critical factor says, we're not going to do anything that conflicts with what was always known to be true. And that's why people, they know what they do. If you're one of those people watching this video and you know what to do in order to lose weight and feel great and adopt healthier eating habits, but you just can't seem to stick with it, that's the part of your mind that is interfering with this continual success process. So what we do as hypnotists here at the Niagara Falls Hypnosis Center is we hypnotize your mind, we relax that part of your mind, we get that critical factor part of your mind, that protective guard dog part of your mind out of the way, and then we've got direct access to the subconscious part of your mind. We're using a variety of different techniques. We can basically install new programming in order to help you reduce your weight. And that's basically the Cliff Notes version of that internal conflict, that frustration, which I thought was encapsulated so beautifully with my dog. Pulling and pushing, That's what a lot of my clients communicate to me when they come in for the first time. This frustration of, I know what to do, I just can't seem to do it. It's because of this internal conflict. And as hypnotists here at the Niagara Falls Hypnosis Center, we specialize in helping people with that. So if you'd like to come in for a free consultation, give us a call. 716-940-8963. Our website is NiagaraFallsHypnosisCenter.com. When you go to that website, you can go to the weight loss page and see all kinds of success stories, people having a great deal of success with hypnosis, and learn a little bit more about what we do. Pardon for the slip of the tongue. So, my name is Chris Johnson from the Niagara Falls Hypnosis Center. I look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Hypnosis and Two Cute Dogs. Thanks for watching.